This is an indisputable exclusive. A man shot at by the police damn near 100 times, all right? Let me take you to the video, here it is. He was unarmed. No weapon at all. Let's put up the picture of him in a more peaceful circumstance. Police allegedly fired 90 bullets at an unarmed African-American man. This actually took place March 10th, 2021 in Las Cruces, New Mexico, following a police phone call that claimed he was violent and may be armed and would not surrender to the police. The police staked out his location, and within a couple of minutes, pit maneuvered his vehicle when he did not stop within 2 minutes of them signaling him to stop. The man is Jonathan Strickland. Strickland, who says he wants to get back to working with animals, says he will carry lifelong injuries from being shot at by the police damn near 100 times. He said he still has 2 bullets in him from the shooting and has difficulty walking. He's alive, yes. Here's what Strickland's attorney said, and I quote, "There's an old African adage that goes, until the lion learns to speak, the stories will always glorify the hunter. Many of my clients' families exist. They're the families of the lion, and nobody's really there to speak except for the hunter. We have law enforcement officers often on the other side of young black men and acting ferociously toward them." 7 days later, Brandy called the police saying she was unsure if she wanted to press charges against him. That was the original phone call. The original phone call that said he had a gun, which he did not, that he was basically dangerous against the police. He was having a bad day, but not dangerous against the police. That person went on record and withdrew the complaint after 100 bullets fly in the direction of one man. Let's put the picture up. Here's a screen grab of her. Here's a screen grab of her call back to police a week after the shooting. The officer shakes her head in disappointment. When she hears Brandy is uncertain about moving forward with the charges. There's more. An attorney for the city of Las Cruces said in her testimony, it did not seem insincere and could not have been any more compelling if it were written by a Hollywood screenwriter. Here's the attorney, Louis Robles.
So when she says that she's recanted, the problem that exists is the wealth of information and the quality of the information she gave the Las Cruces Police Department about the way she was victimized by her Mr. Strickland.
Let's put this up, okay? Now, you're going to see law enforcement scramble to justify pulling up on someone and firing. Brandy Campbell signed 2 affidavits shortly after the incident stating, "I'm not afraid of Jonathan and I do not need to be protected from him. Jonathan is a good father to our first child, and Jonathan did not abuse me. I did not tell officers the truth." There's more. The city is defending their officer's response. Their attorney cites a police interaction in Jonathan's hospital bed when Jonathan said, "I acted as if I had a gun, but I didn't," okay? Jonathan also said he had nothing in his hands. Let's go to the hospital shot. Here's what the city's attorney said.
He did not raise his hands as if he was surrendering. He did not raise his hands to grip the steering wheel. He raised his hands in a manner that was consistent with a person having a gun in them. And given what the officers were told by Mr. Strickland's ex-wife, that Mr. Strickland was armed and that when the police encountered him, there would be a shootout, that officer concluded that what was in that hand, or those hands, more accurately, was a firearm. And he acted appropriately. Now, it's mistaken, but we only know that in hindsight.
There was nothing in his hands at all. Nothing. If you make a symbol, that means you don't have anything in your hands. The attorney is attempting to justify the inappropriate actions of these officers who literally said, we are going to engage in combat because of a 911 caller whom they did not vet. Probable cause typically requires that you at least vet the individual who gives you the information. Make sure it is credible. Launch an investigation. Be intentional about making sure you don't kill someone unnecessarily. It doesn't stop there. In her 911 call, dispatcher Randy Campbell tells police he wouldn't want to get arrested. Okay. Strickland said the 911 call for domestic violence perpetrated by a black man against a white woman provoked a racially motivated response by police. Here's his attorney. In this circumstance, we're blessed that Strickland gets to tell his part of the story and maybe help to create a vision of persons who are unfairly and unjustly brought against this type of deadly and capricious force. For whatever reason, she did not want to be with him. She felt this was a way she could dissolve the marriage. Sometimes people misuse police authority and power against other people. Can you think of anything more damaging than you saying something to the police acting in a way that you probably wanted them to act in the moment? Individual ends up living but has a severe or multiple severe injuries, will go through life with these injuries now. And there's a document where you say, I lied to the police. No penalty for her, obviously. The penalty is for him. The city attorney denies the police response was racially motivated in any way. Here's the New Mexico Las Cruces chief. Buck stops with him. His name is Chief Miguel Dominguez. Chief Dominguez, buck stops with you. Naturally, I assume you are backing the words of the city attorney. All right, so sad. It is miraculous this man is alive. Almost 100 bullets go into his vehicle. Just sister, what are your thoughts here?
How absolutely unjustifiably and just ridiculously egregious is this? Is this a realistic example of self-defense? Even if you fail to immobilize someone with the first couple of shots, 100 shots, how can anyone defend or justify this? He was unarmed, he was targeted, he was disposable to the cops who shot at him 100 times. His life is forever changed, and the cops won't lose any sleep over that. They were just doing their jobs or whatever they perceive their jobs to be. And that's just law enforcement. And apparently their lives are more valuable than the man they shot at 100 times. And they'll have a million reasons why their actions were justified. We're already seeing that. A million things that should have happened, that the victim should have done, or the way he should have acted. But we all know that it's nonsense.
Yeah, and this is the reason we need better policing, police reform dynamics, and better police, period. All right.